Was in Christ, he is now get this phrase because you've heard this before. It's so subtle, but it's going to be so powerful. If anyone is in Christ, he or she is a new creation. The old is gone, all is new. Now, to get inside all of what this means, we really have to understand that verse. And here's something that's interesting about it. Paul says, if anyone is in Christ, new creation. There are two words that he had options to use. Paul was writing in the Greek language, and so when he writes the word new, Paul could have used the word neos, which means new. He could also use the word here, Kainos, which means new. If anyone is in Christ, they're new. He had the option of both of these words, creation. The old is gone, all things are one or the other of these words. Now, this word right here, neos, it means new with respect to time, with respect to physicality. It's like what you would use when you got a new pair of shoes. It's just a better version of the old thing. It's a clean slate. Your house was painted and it had marks on the walls and fingerprints and everything because your kids were running through the house, and you repainted it. New paint job, clean slate, no marks, no blemishes. My shoes, another example. My shoes are old, they're worn out, the soles are worn, they're breaking, the shoes are cracked, they're split, I run in them. And so because of that, I went out and I bought a new pair of shoes. I bought a Neos pair of shoes. It's just the same thing, it's just a better cleaned up version. And I would say this, if Paul was writing and if he was saying that the gospel is that if anyone is in Christ, the blemishes are gone. The marks are gone, the stains are gone, the being worn out is gone, and all things are new. If he was writing that would still be an amazing gospel, wouldn't it? That'd be a great message. But that's not what Paul says. What Paul actually writes is, if anyone is in Christ, they are a Kainos, new creation. Now, Kainos is a completely different word. Kainos, it doesn't mean like just a new version of the old thing. Kainos is a completely upgrade that looks nothing like the old thing. Like in my example of the shoes, it might be this. My old shoes wore out, and so instead of buying new shoes, I just decided to quit walking around and I got a jetpack. The old is gone, the new, the jetpack, the power, something that's just qualitatively, quantitatively, not even in the same category, has come. And that's what Paul says. When you come to Christ, you're not just cleaned up, it's a completely upgrade. The old things are passed away, all is new. And it's this idea. I remember growing up and I went to this thing at our church they had called, it was like a summer camp. It was like a vacation Bible school. And I remember having this shirt that had, it was a picture, there was a yellow t-shirt, and it was kind of a green butterfly, just kind of an outline of a butterfly, and it said new creation there. And the idea with the butterfly, and it was kind of taken from this verse, the idea with the butterfly was, caterpillars become butterflies. Caterpillars go through this process of what's called metamorphosis, and through the metamorphosis they have wings and they can fly and something changes. Now here's the deal with the caterpillar though, is there's nothing when you see visibly the first version. There's nothing visibly when you see the appearance of the caterpillar that would even insinuate or even hint that it can become the beautiful creation that it becomes. There's nothing about the first that would even hint that the second was a possibility. And this is the idea that Paul's picking up when he says, if anyone is in Christ, if you're in Christ, you're a new creation. The old caterpillar is gone, the beauty, the glory of the butterfly, the metamorphosis, the transformation is here. There's nothing indicated from the prior life that would even insinuate that the second was possible. Like it's that radically different. The power that's available, the exponential change is that amazing.